So welcome to my Grand Theft Auto 5 cheats video, where I'm going to be showing you guys all the known cheats in the game, and they'll be updated in the description if there's any more that I've found. On screen is a button combination which will transfer over from Xbox to PS3, and just to let you guys know, doing these cheats disables you earning achievements or trophies for that session, and if you save your game with cheats enabled, your entire save game will never be able to access or receive achievements, which is very annoying. But anyway, in this I'm going to be showing you how to spawn a buzzard, which is a really awesome helicopter which not only lets you fly around, but it also lets you shoot a machine gun as well as shoot rockets. So if the police are chasing you down, you can be shooting them with rockets and blowing them up and causing a huge police explosion. Alright, so this next cheat isn't the most useful vehicle in the world, but this is how to spawn a caddy, which is what you use when you're on a golfing range to drive around the golf range. Now, yeah, it's not the fastest vehicle in the game, but it's still pretty badass to go around driving, especially in this clip I show you me trying to beast it out with the caddy, but it doesn't really work out very well. I don't think you'll be using this cheat very often, if at all, unless you're actually playing golf and you want to make it as authentic as possible. Now this next cheat is one that you're going to be using a lot, and it's how to spawn a Comet, which is one of the sports cars in GTA 5, and it's one of the faster ones as well, and you get it in this lovely black finish. It's a really fast car, and it's just really useful to plug this cheat in and get a really good car to use on the get-go, and use it to get to wherever you need to go, whether it's, you know, doing missions or just going to a location by using the car. Then this is the way forward. But be careful with your driving, because you don't want to drive too fast and crash like I do. Okay, this next cheat is to spawn a Duster, which is a really old-fashioned bit plane, but it's pretty awesome that it's got that authentic feel. It does look a bit rusty, but don't be fooled, the plane is still pretty awesome, and it is just awesome to fly around Los Santos and Blaine County with this in the background, and especially when like the sun's setting or something like that, and it just looks really good. And you may laugh at how I just managed to get this plane to lift off on this very busy freeway, but as you can see, flying around with this plane looks awesome. I mean, you may choose the stunt plane, you may choose this plane, you may decide to go to an airport and get a jet or something like that, but it's all up to you. It's just nice to fly this plane. Now this cheat is another kind of useless vehicle one, as I would never see myself driving around in this, but if you ever wanted to, then you can drive around in a limo, and this is in one of the missions where you get to actually ride in the limo. You don't actually drive it, so I guess this is cool. I'm not sure if you can actually find limos around to drive in, but if you ever wanted to, then spawn yourself a limo and have some fun. Alright, so this next one is to spawn a Rapid GT, which is another very fast sports car, similar to the Comet, but again, it's just your preference on what car you want to use. I've included a little bit of footage just to show you how fast it is and how much you got to control the car when it comes to driving fast. I'm not very good at controlling the car at fast speeds, so I'm sure you'll laugh at some of the clips that you'll see. Now I'm going to show you how to spawn a Sanchez, which is a motorcycle, and it's very useful for getting up mountains, especially when you're trying to explore around Mount Chiliad. Motorcycles are definitely the way to go, as they weirdly don't have like the best grip in the world, but it's a lot better than actual big bulky vehicles, and even on the steepest hills you can manage to get up them when you're riding a motorcycle. Now I'm going to show you how to spawn a stun plane, which is easily one of the best kind of like planes in my opinion for flying around in GTA 5. And you're just going to put in that button combination to get it. And I was very lucky on how I managed to actually take off with this plane, looking at how little space I have. Like, this is literally such a really, really close shave, but look at that skill. Look at that. Awesome. Now I'm going to show you a few different combat cheats, and this one is explosive ammo rounds, aka bang bang. So what this does is literally when you shoot your gun, it shoots explosives, which is incredible. Just watch how quickly I take out this police force using the bang bang cheat. It's absolutely amazing. So now we're going to combine it with a few others. So here we have explosive melee attacks. Now this wasn't the best example to show you guys, but when you hit someone, it actually like blows them up like the old classic cheat does, which is awesome. And this one is also for fast runs, so if you want to run fast, then there you go. Now I shouldn't have hopped out. I mean, you run fast, but of course I couldn't keep up with the speed of this train, but you definitely run a lot faster than normal, which is really, really useful. Again, just to keep in mind, I wouldn't really play with these cheats unless one, you've completed the game, or two, you've made a backup save so you can just go around and have some fun, because you don't want to have your mission progress not count towards those achievements. Anyway, we'll move on to another one now, and just before that, look how quick I take out this helicopter with the explosive rounds. It's absolutely crazy, and honestly it's in my top 3 for the best cheats that are around right now. Now obviously you know that the characters have their own abilities, and you can actually recharge those abilities without having to wait. You just put in that code. I didn't show it in this gameplay, but you see my ability meter, the yellow one, is completely run out, so I can't go in slow motion anymore. But if I just put in that cheat, it's refilled right back up and it's ready to go. Now I'm going to show you a bunch of different weather changes. This isn't really anything useful at all, but it's just nice, and it's pretty cool that you can make it snow in Los Santos, and where, you know, it's always sunny, it hardly ever rains. You do get the bad thunderstorms, but it never snows, so it's really weird to see it snowing. Alright, this one is weird. This cheat is slippery cars, and basically it makes vehicles around you and your own vehicle extremely hard to control, where you'll be drifting around everywhere. And if you just take a look at that bus and just see how much trouble it has trying to drive in a straight line, that just shows you how slippery the cars are. It's a bit of a weird cheat. It's not very useful, but it is fun to just have a little play around with and see how long you can really last for. If anything, it makes cars that don't really drift very often a lot more driftable, if that's even a word. Okay, we've got a change of scenery here, and I'm on top of a blimp. Now, probably when I jump off, I may want a parachute so I don't die when I jump off it, so that's the cheat to give you guys a parachute if you ever needed one. And now I'm going to show you how to enter slow motion. This cheat here, enter slow motion, and if you enter it more times then it will increase the level so everything is even slower, and once you get to the 5th time that actually disables the cheat. So I guess if you want to make some really cool montages without having to actually go and slow the video down in editing software, then that would be good. And also there's a cheat here to lower and raise your wanted level, so I thought why not become wanted on top of a blimp where literally no one will be able to get to me. Then you can lower it down again as well. And then back to the slow motion, just to show you guys that I'm still using the slow motion and the game is ridiculously slow, and that was when I jumped off the blimp in slow motion. Looks pretty sick. This one is to get a slow motion aim, and again I really don't see the point of this one. It's a bit weird how like it's slow motion but only when you aim in, and again just like the slow motion cheat you can adjust the length of how slow-mo you're going. And also I had a drunk mode activated, which is a weird cheat. It's quite funny to see a guy running around drunk, and he is drunk until you turn this cheat off, so you could be literally drunk for a very long time. Code's up there if you want to use that. And again, this is just a slow motion aim to show you how slow the aim is when you go up the levels, and it works a lot better when you have a gun which isn't a sniper rifle, which you'll see in a second when I change over to an assault rifle. But you can see the slow motion there, and there, that's where it looks really good. And until you lock in fully with the aim, it's always going to be slow motion. So until you fully lock in, that's when time goes back to normal. This one is going to spawn a Trash Master, which is a garage truck basically. Not the best vehicle to use. I mean, it is quite bulky and can take a lot of bullets, but I wouldn't use this if I do say so myself. But it does have a stun gun on board, which is pretty awesome if you want to use that, as well as just using your normal pistol. Now I'm going to be showing you how to get flaming bullets, which is similar to the explosive ammo, except whenever you shoot, things literally burst on fire. So I literally just incinerated that guy, and I didn't even feel ashamed about it. So I'm taking out the police here, and literally you can light the cars up on fire. It's a bit more safer, a bit less loud than using explosions, which is awesome. And it's just badass to just shoot policemen and just see them literally light up on fire. It's awesome. This next cheat is another vehicle one, and it's to spawn a JPC, which is another really fast motorbike, very useful for getting up Mount Chiliad, and I'll show you some more footage of me going up on that in a few seconds. Now there are still 8 more cheats to do, including all weapons, fast swimming, health and armor, invincibility, moon gravity mode, phone denied, skyfall and super jump. So be sure to stay subscribed so that as soon as we find out how to do those cheats, I'll bring you a video on those as well as that one. So if that one does come out, then check the description and you'll be able to see that video. Cheers for watching guys, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more GTA videos.